everyone, this is Coach Christy from CrossFit Mokina, bringing you our workout for Saturday, May 16th, 2020. It is Hero WOD McGhee. Just a reminder, today is the last day to complete this week's weekly challenge called Max Effort. Make sure you register for that in Tribe. So today, because we are doing a Hero WOD, we just are doing a warm-up and then right into our workout. For the warm-up, we're gonna start with a 200-meter run. If you are not running, we're gonna do a 250-meter row, or we are going to do a 400-meter bike, which is a quarter mile. Then we're going to do 3 rounds of the following movements. We're going to do a 30-second Spiderman stretch on each leg. We're going to come down to the floor and do 10 Supermans, followed by 8 push-ups. Then it's up to you. We're either going to do 10 box jumps or 10 step-ups, then a 30-second quad stretch on each leg, followed by 10 arm circles. Again, we're going to go through that list 3 times. After that, we are going to warm up to our deadlift weight. Your weight will be determined based on the equipment you have at home. So what is Hero WOD McGhee? Hero WOD, according to CrossFit.com, so CrossFit headquarters, it is a Hero WOD that is a 30-minute AMRAP, so as many rounds as possible in 30 minutes. We are doing 5 heavy deadlifts. 275 is the prescribed weight for gentlemen, 185 is the prescribed weight for ladies, and then 13 push-ups followed by 9 box jumps. 24-inch box height for gentlemen, 20-inch box height for the ladies. Over and over through those 3 movements for 30 minutes. If you do not have a barbell, but you have 2 dumbbells or kettlebells, we are going to up the deadlift rep scheme to 15. You will do 15 double kettlebell or dumbbell deadlifts. If you only have 1 kettlebell or dumbbell, we are going to do 30 single kettlebell or dumbbell deadlifts. Before I start to demo, I'm going to go over the story of our hero today. So Hero WOD McGhee, Corporal Ryan C. McGhee, age 21, was killed in action on May 13, 2009 by small arms fire during combat in central Iraq. He served with the 3rd Battalion, 75th Ranger Regiment of Fort Benning, Georgia. This was his 4th deployment, his first to Iraq. Ryan was engaged to Ashley Mitchell of Fredericksburg, Virginia. He is survived by his father, Stephen McGhee of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, his mother, Sherry Battle McGhee, and his brother, Zachary. So as we always say during hero workouts, these can be a little bit more challenging. You need to listen to your body. Safety always first. If you have not been deadlifting heavy weights since we have been out of the facility, these weights are not plausible. So you need to do something that you can do 5 in a row safely. As the workout continues, you may not do 5 in a row anymore because you'll be fatigued. That's okay. But this should be a weight that you can do 5 in a row comfortably at the beginning of the workout. So again, as I mentioned, the first thing we're going to do for our warm-up is a 200-meter run or a 250-meter row or a 400-meter bike. Then we're going to go through 3 rounds of the following movements. We're going to start with a Spiderman stretch. That is a deep runner's lunge. You want to make sure your knee is over your ankle. To intensify that stretch, you can bring your chest down to the floor, down to your forearms, or you can put your hand on your shoe and push out with your elbow on your knee. So you're going to hold it for 30 seconds on one side and then switch 30 seconds on the other side. Then we're going to come down for 8 push-ups. Hands underneath my chest, elbows track back along the ribs till my chest touches the floor, and then I come up to full extension. If I need to roll up, I can. I can even roll down and roll up. What we're looking for is full range of motion, chest touches the floor, and then arms are at full extension at the top. We're also going to do 10 Supermans. While we're down on the floor, Supermans, we simply lift and lower our upper body and our lower body. We want to make sure we warm up our lumbar curve before we attempt any heavy deadlifts. After that, we're gonna go into box jumps or step ups. I do not have a box to jump on, so I'm just going to demo step ups. But if you have a box, 2-foot takeoff, I'm gonna swing my arms for momentum and full hip extension at the top of that box jump. Same ending position for the step ups. Once I get on top of the chair, full hip extension at the top, and I'm going to alternate my leading leg. After those step ups, we are going to do a 30-second quad stretch on each leg. Feel free to hold on to the wall for balance, but we're simply going to bring our foot back, bringing our heel flush against our quad. I'm going to hold it on one side for 30 seconds, and then switch to the other side, 30 seconds on the other quad. So stretching out the top of both of those legs. After our 30-second quad stretch, we're going to do 10 arm circles. Let's do 10 arm circles in both directions. So we want to do those arm circles both forward and backwards. So we're going to go through that list 3 times to get really, really warm before we start going into our deadlifts. For those of you that have a barbell for the deadlift, feet are going to be right underneath my hips, so more narrow than how we squat. We squat with our feet underneath our shoulders. We're going to deadlift with our feet more narrow. It's a stronger pushing position if your legs are perpendicular to the floor. We squat a little bit wider to increase the mobility of our hips, but that deadlift, we want a straight line down. Here's my hip bone from my hips to my knees to my ankles. Hands are gonna go right outside the quads. From the profile, my back is flat and my weight is in my heels. As I ascend, that bar tracks right along the body, hips and shoulders rise at the same time, and I come to full hip extension. We do not need to overextend. We just want to come up to a standing position. On the descent, I'm going to push my hips back and keep that back flat as I come back to the starting position. So those of you with a barbell, take your time. Technically, CrossFit.com says the gentleman weight is 275 and the lady weight is 185, but please scale down appropriately. You should be able to do 5 in a row comfortably. If you do not have a barbell, but you have 2 kettlebells or dumbbells, I'm going to have my feet in between the dumbbells, back nice and flat, same general motion, weight is in my heels, keeping those dumbbells close to the body, hips and shoulders rise at the same time. Our stance is different if we have only one kettlebell or dumbbell. In that situation, our feet are going to be wider in our squat stance, and we're just going to use that one kettlebell or dumbbell as we do our deadlifts. Same thing, back flat, weight in my heels, coming to full hip extension at the top. So after you go through 3 rounds of the movements, take some time to warm up to the workout weight. Again, Hero WOD McGhee is a 30-minute AMRAP, as many rounds as possible in 30 minutes. If you have a barbell, you're going to do 5 deadlifts. If you are doing the double kettlebell or dumbbells, you're going to do 15 deadlifts. If you just have a single kettlebell or dumbbell, it will be 30 deadlifts. Nothing besides that changes though. After the 5, 15, or 30 deadlifts, we're gonna come down to the floor for our push-ups. We are going to complete 13 push-ups and then 9 box jumps or step-ups. So good luck everyone. Make sure you also tackle this week's weekly challenge so you can get your name in the hat for a prize. A new weekly challenge gets released tomorrow. Good luck everyone, and I can't wait to see you soon. Bye-bye.